What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a brand new figure review. I am Nate from Out of the Basement, and today we are taking a look at the DC Icons Swamp Thing. So let's just jump right into it. I've been highly anticipating this figure. Swamp Thing is one of my favorite characters. I didn't realize off the bat that it would be so small. I guess I was expecting a bigger Swamp Thing figure, kind of like how they normally are, but I don't know, he just seems a little short, I suppose. But I don't have any other DC icons to compare him to. But yeah, so right on the side of the box is Swamp Thing. It's got some breathing holes right there. On the back, here's a picture of the other figures in the wave. Obviously Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and Deathstroke. 18 on the side here. I assume he's the 18th figure in the wave. And then right there it says Swamp Thing, Dark Genesis. Here we go. Let's get him out of this packaging and see what we can find. And here is Swamp Thing with one of the Unmen out of the packaging. This is a great figure, guys. I'm so excited. I really want to start collecting DC icons now. This figure's articulation is off the hook, especially for a DC figure. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, you know that or you're just a collector in general, you know that DC figures tend to not have very good articulation. So I'm very impressed with the articulation and the paint detail and everything. Before we look at Swamp Thing himself, let's take a close look at one of the Unmen. I don't know his name, so apologies, but he looks absolutely grotesque and disgusting. Kind of makes me want to throw up. Really reminds me of obviously like The Thing or a movie I just watched, and I highly recommend to you guys. Just came out, you can rent it VOD. It's called The Void. Check it out. And he also has two hands. I have one of his alternate hands already on the body, but this is the other alternate one, just a sort of gripping hand. Lots of great paint detail on there. I really like it. And this is his other default hand, which is just a fisted hand. So let's take a closer look at the figure here, starting with the head. I think he looks awesome. Let's tilt the light. Oh yes. I think that this sculpt is very good. I cannot believe it. Really dig this head sculpt and the paint. The eyes are nice and yellow and red. Got great paint detail in there. They're actually both looking at you, which is something, you know, you can't always guarantee with a new fig, especially ordering them through the internet, which is what I did with this one. But man, look at all the paint detail, all the different shades of green, bits of dark and light mixed in there real well. Really like these veins, very good detail, sort of viney looking around the waist there. The legs, again, awesome. Have the vines / veins going through down to his feet, which are sculpted and also look very awesome and have a great amount of paint detail in them. Yeah, I'm just really impressed. The back of the figure looks great. Jeez, man. I cannot believe it. Little swamp butt there. Looks so good, though. Highly recommend this figure already. And I love me some Swamp Thing. So, if we're taking a look at articulation here, his head is the most disappointing part, and that's pretty much all you get out of it. And of course it, can turn all the way around Exorcist style. His arms go out that far. Does have a nice bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows for maximum waving. You want Swamp Thing to say, hey, Great. We've got ankle rotation, and it goes in and out, which is very awesome. For the chest, he has two crunches. He has an upper and lower, which is awesome. So you can get tons of great poses out of this. Going down, he doesn't have a bicep swivel, which is kind of weird. I'm not sure if other icon figures are like that, but I just kind of expected it, being with all the other articulation that it has on it, honestly. Double jointed knees, which is awesome. And look at this, guys. Never thought. Oh, a DC figure with ankle pivot. Oh, sweet day, sweet day. I know I am late to the party on this. I know people are going to say that there's tons of figures that aren't from the Icons wave that have articulation in them, but man, it's just awesome to finally see that ankle pivot. That sweet, sweet ankle pivot. So for comparison here, I don't have any other icons, but just to give you a sense of his scale, I have a Marvel Legend here. Ooh, it's Mr. Cyclops. You can see that, you know, he's actually pretty good scale. Obviously his head and his features are a lot smaller, but he's pretty tall, especially compared to Cyclops there. And then, of course, just to compare him to a regular Swamp Thing figure, here's the SDCC exclusive Swamp Thing that, as you can see here, they are definitely two different scales. But nevertheless, this is a great Swamp Thing figure, guys. I highly recommend it. If I had to give it a rating, I would give it an 8 out of 10. This is a great figure, and if you love Swamp Thing like I do, it's a no-brainer. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you next time. Peace.